What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is John. Today, a big box good. The Nike men's Ad Comfort athletic sneaker in black anthracite white summit I picked up at Dick's Sporting Goods for $65. My New Year's resolution was to be active, to be healthier, to buy a sneaker ultimately that would enable me to do more than just walk or run or jog. Something I could go to the gym in, lift weights in, jump rope in, do ab exercises in, overall be active in, and use this shoe to run errands, other things like that. Be overall sporty. Different from athletic shoes of the past, you'll notice no laces. It's actually just an elastic strap at the top. Let's talk about what I like about this shoe, what I dislike about it. In today's first impressions and try on, of course, we're going to cover the different features you see here. This is a stark departure from other athletic shoes in the past and also running sneakers. So will this Nike men's Ad Comfort turn the tide and be the differentiating factor from athletic sneakers of the past into the future compared to running sneakers? Let's find that out today. I think this could make an interesting argument for exactly that. The athletic sneaker as one shoe and the running sneaker as another shoe. We'll explain that later, but for now, as you can see, black anthracite white summit, $65. Let's get this on the foot, see how comfortable it is. Later this week, stay tuned because we will be testing out some workout equipment. It's light workout equipment, but getting the new year off to a good start is my plan. Let's start with a new pair of athletic sneakers. Okay, so here in front of us is the Nike men's all-day comfort athletic sneaker in white summit black anthracite. The black anthracite refers obviously to the upper half of the shoe, which is black with a red pinstripe on top. The anthracite refers to the Nike logo, which, as you can see, a little bit lighter. It's a dark gray, but it stands out against the black and contrasts with the red perfectly. Of course, the white summit refers to the sole of the shoe, which is a foam sole. It's supportive, it's lightweight, it's flexible. Like I said, it's an all-day comfort shoe. You can run errands in this, but because it carries the Nike name, because it has the foam sole, it's lightweight, it's breathable, it's supportive, it's flexible. It does still enable you to do simple workout activities in it, which is exactly why I bought this shoe. So this shoe, like I said, black anthracite white summit, comes in roughly 5 or 6 different colors. Platinum black is probably the most attractive color. That was not at Dick's Sporting Goods. I would have probably gotten that had I seen it. But this shoe, with its red pinstripe, black upper, white bottom, still an attractive shoe. It's a slip-on shoe, still retains its casualness, but like I said, because it's got that foam sole, it's lightweight, breathable, flexible. It can still be used, I think, for light workout. Now, like I said earlier, what makes this shoe a sharp or drastic departure from the running sneakers on this channel before is, of course, the fact it doesn't have laces. So as you can see, it's an elastic strap at the top. You get a pull tab on the top of the tongue and a pull tab at the back of the collar around the ankle there. It almost acts as a shoehorn. It's extremely useful. Very similar to what you would find in a cross-training shoe, having a tab at the top of the tongue and at the back of the collar to help you get into and out of the shoe. Of course, differentiating this shoe from a cross-training shoe is, of course, the fact that a cross-training shoe has laces, running shoes have laces, but this shoe does not have laces. So it carries the Nike name. It's got the foam sole. It's lightweight. It's breathable. It's flexible. It's comfortable. It's supportive, but doesn't have laces. So, like I said, an athletic sneaker maybe for the future. I think if athletic sneakers were to be in their own category, which they are, they should absolutely positively look like this. And I don't see a problem using an elastic strap, even though it looks less sophisticated. Not a sneaker, not a cross-training shoe. It's an athletic sneaker. It provides all-day comfort, which is in the name. I just wanted to make it noted that if Nike were to sort of grow this category of athletic sneaker, not cross trainer or running sneaker, this would be a phenomenal design to do just that. Okay, so now that we have the shoe on the foot, a couple of points to make. Like in previous videos, let's compare this to the Nike Roshe Run Nike announced 6 or 7 years ago, which, like I've said, revolutionized the sneaker industry with its foam sole and mesh upper. So following that Roshe Run heritage, it is just slightly different, probably just an evolution or maybe a type of Roshe Run, because it still has that same lightweight, flexible composite feel, but the only difference is the tread or the sole of the shoe is just a little bit hard. The Roshe Run and other shoes using a foam sole, I remember being just a little bit softer. So maybe just a little bit hard. Makes it almost like walking on a plank, but not too bad. Now, another point I wanted to make was, of course, how the shoe fits on the foot. So it's a little bit tight getting into, no laces, an elastic strap. It's an 11.5. It needs to be easy to get into, but also tight enough to stay on the foot. So perhaps maybe a thinner sock would be better getting into and out of this shoe, and also maybe just more comfortable wearing it all day. I think a thick sock like the one that I have on is maybe just a little bit too cramped and actually makes the shoe less comfortable. So just something to keep in mind, a thinner sock versus a thicker sock, you don't have the adjustments that you get with a shoe with laces. It makes it easy to get into and out of and easy to start your day, but overall, not as versatile as shoes with laces. The good news here is, even though my toes, you can see them sticking out at the top of the shoe, you can see just how thin and lightweight and breathable the mesh is. The good news here, like I said, is the fact it fits true to size. Had I bought a size 11, I think that would have been just a little bit too tight, even though in previous shoe reviews, I wear a size 11 confidently. But of course, because shoe manufacturers vary in sizing, just to give you a good idea, I can wear a size 11, but because this sock is so thick, like I said in the previous segment, and because it's kind of tight getting into and out of it, had I gone for a size 11, I think it would have just been a tad too small. Probably would have still fit, but an 11.5, 12, I think would have been perfect. That is to say, try the shoe on. It fits differently because, like I said, it doesn't have laces. I would definitely recommend seeing if you need a size or half size up. Now, what I appreciate about the shoe is, of course, even though it's $65, it's cheaper than other shoes, probably one of the cheapest shoes at Dick's Sporting Goods. It still retains modern look, and that is in large part thanks to the Nike check being on the inside of the shoe. So roughly 5 or 6 years ago, if you walked into Dick's Sporting Goods and bought the cheapest Nike shoe, chances were the Nike check was only on the outside of the shoe. But here, as you can see, it's actually on the inside of the shoe, keeping in line with more premium, more expensive items or offerings from Nike, while also maintaining an inexpensive price and looking attractive at the same time. Okay, so what I love about the shoe, it's inexpensive, it's lightweight, it's versatile, it has great style. What I dislike is how it looks on the foot. So as you can see up by the shoelaces, it's a wide looking shoe. It's comfortable for my foot. Like I've said in previous videos, I tend towards a wider shoe, but this shoe I think fits somewhere in the middle. It's accommodating to both wide and narrow feet. One thing you'll notice is actually the width of the shoe compared to the front where the toes are. So it looks almost the same width. I think this in turn maybe gives it a little bit of a dull or bulbous or rounded off or maybe uninspiring look. Couple that with, of course, the elastic waistband. It gives it a less sophisticated look. But one thing I wanted to note was, of course, the description on Dick's Sporting Goods website. They describe this shoe as having a top-down look, and that is in reference to the sole of the shoe, which is thick at the back and thin at the front, in line with modern trend. But what takes away from that sleek and slender and modern profile is, of course, the tongue of the shoe is actually higher than the back of the shoe. So you get a pull tab at the front up by the laces, and then you get a pull tab at the back of the shoe behind the ankle. On modern shoes, keeping their sleek and slender profile, you'll notice that the tongue and the ankle are either the same height or the ankle is usually taller. But in this case, just a little bit backwards is, of course, the tongue is taller than the back of the ankle. So taking away from its streamlined look and appearance, it does have a thick sole at the back and a thin sole at the front, but that, I think, is a step back because it has a tall tongue and short ankle tab. So just a little bit dull and uninspiring looking for those points, I think, and of course the fact it looks like it's the same width from the back of the shoe to the front of the shoe, and of course the laces. Anyways guys, that has been an unboxing, a try on, and first impressions of the Nike men's all-day comfort sneaker in black anthracite white Summit I picked up at Dick's Sporting Goods for $65. It's a phenomenal sneaker. One inaccurate statement in the video was that this was in a category of its own as an athletic sneaker. This would make a fantastic athletic sneaker, but just to clarify, it's an all-day comfort sneaker. That's what AD stands for, all day. But what made me think it was in a category of its own, and it is in a category of its own, is the fact that it combines, or it incorporates, two different types of shoes into one. So a training shoe, of course, you've got the pull tabs on the tongue and at the back of the ankle collar, and of course, because it's such a lightweight, flexible upper and foam sole, just like you would find on a running sneaker. Like I said, this would be in a class of its own, in a league of its own. It would be targeting a specific group all on its own. But then again, it's an all-day sneaker, so it's easy to slip into and out of, just not an athletic sneaker. But the point that I wanted to make was, because it carries the Nike name and because it has those features, like of course the pull tabs around the tongue and its lightweight flexible construction, it does enable you to work out in it and do other various activities in it just in a comfortable manner. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this first impressions and try on. Great shoe for $65. This is the upper echelon of an all-day comfort sneaker. You can find something like this at Walmart, but it's nowhere near as good of quality. I would have liked to have maybe seen this beefed up a little bit. For $65, you're not getting much more than what you would get at Walmart a little bit. Unfortunate that I have to say that, but it could use, I think, a bit more for the same price. With that being said, my name is John. Thanks again so much for tuning in. Hit that bell icon, hit the like button, and subscribe. Also, comment below if you have any questions, and share this video with friends and family, because I picked this up at Dick's Sporting Goods. That does make this a big box good. My name is John. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.